The first poem I'm going to do is called Crimson. And the reason it's called that is because crimson is the color of blood. And so this is, it's an exploration of different influences of mine, moments in my life, different political figures, different moments in history, personally and politically. And all of that comes together through the blood that runs through the piece. And it's like, I guess it's just me. Thank you. This isn't the way I am, it's the way I've become. A lunatic, pacing, awaiting the waking of sun. I grew up rapping back to tracks of black on black, now it's brown on brown, and they ghost my whole town. We burn our own blood when we bury our sons, like a suicidal vampire staring at the sun. In my dreams I see devils wake up to the peace gunning. Get your chest tore up, though we've seen it coming. Like Malcolm, never will we be running until we be running. Cause freedom without economic autonomy means nothing. So understand that we would rather bleed until the peace coming. And that's word to the mother. Do it for kids who got murked for their mother. Word to the brothers who ain't here cause they followed the word to the letter. So God bless the dead. You can rest in bed, we will rest when we're dead. Your monetary model of mankind's marketing will cease when the deceased resurrect in the orphanage. Cause you can burn my dad's limbs, tear and bury them. But the face in the mirror still bears resemblance. Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the beast. Buck buck, that's the prayer for the deceased. And I ain't biting, I'm offering respect, cause KRS taught me to rap. For the daughters in the coffins I wept, cause that's part of my flesh. I'm Daniel Pearl dancing, trying to barter with death. Till the gorilla guillotine slaughtered his neck. Stay in your place, cause it's no rules, no remorse, and no respect. Hold your own, they sold their souls. Skinny little packies going blow for blow. Bob and weave the drones, let the Molotov rock them. When young blood waters the graves, this is what blossoms. Rotten and not is what we have got. Visions of Malcolm clutching a rifle, watching a block. Trust nothing, cause you could get dropped for the cause. Hydraulic, your body won't stop for applause. Cause a moment of silence does not make it stop. And those poppies still get pushed around the clock. The premise of your whole war is a fallacy. The infallible damage we manage is a catastrophe. How could you blame an adolescent who brandished heat? Voice strangled, neck shackled by the gravity of carrying, burying every member of my family. So we stayed praying until we let the automatic speak. See, I got roots in the Crescent East, where people blow themselves up to rest in peace. Or sell their kids on the street so they get to eat. There's no beauty in the story of a reckless beast, cause you only had dreams if you get to sleep. But the bombs outside won't let me peep. Shh. If I'm next to leave, tell my mother I see heaven where she rests her feet. Tell my sister she's the reason for the strength in me. Lock arms in the struggle and connect your feet. Let them do their best till they set you free. That taste of fear is ecstasy. To get lost in nothingness. Our ignorance means others never knew bliss. So I see my soul got holes in it, trying to console old foes that's folded in it. Photos and images, old and gold replenishing. Memories and close within it. Gross sentiments like those who hold with no evidence. Slaughtering innocents, those of cold prisoners, souls of old veterans. Seen their light flash, and it's hard to hold no remembrance. History speaks through old broken tenements, or the face in the mirror that holds resemblance to the father that cheated, the mother that cursed you. But if I never knew fault, how could I know virtue? So I love you, I forgive you. But the ghosts in my past want to live too. Tell me, would they go away if I kissed you? Tell me, would it be easier to forget you? Trying to stomach history. Forgive me, I choke. The guilt of Adam is still stuck in my throat. Still I spit and I spar. Look up in the sky, lose my dreams in the stars. Reality's mean to the fiend in the park who screams as she disappears in the dark. Cause we're all scared of the light. The skeletons in your closet aren't ready to fight. And they say that the sight of God will blind you. But they say walk with Jah light behind you. So maybe if you close your eyes, you sight truth in the mind of the child that's inside you. See, reality is, humanity is what drives me. The tragedy of insanity lies inside me. Sheep walk beside me and sight see through the closed third eye in the mind of a guy blinded. So what you find is you won't sight enlightenment. Just the tribes taking sides to fight within. A sword in the shield, a corpse in the field. Put a scalpel to your heart, see how torture feels. Now put it to your heart and hear his daughter squeal. The extortion of unfortunate fortune wheels. You feel awkward still, sorry I can't contain myself. If Nirvana don't come, I might Cobain myself. I might go chain myself to government buildings. I'm looking for my Arab Spring with the thirst of a pilgrim. Remember, knowledge is power when you're locking and loading, so cock it and load it before busting shots in the open. I'm hostile but open to discuss, so block what you're toting, but keep a finger on the trigger in case they're blocking emotion. But before I deliver you, I gotta save myself. Dear God, never let me be a slave to wealth. Matter of fact, never let me be a slave to self. Feel like a suicide bomber who betrayed himself. When I told her she was my life and burned the covenant that we made by the nightstand. I'm trying to train through the pain for the fight, but my left is still beefing with my right hand. So I put the punches on the page, and despite my tears, I leave the booth in flames. See, hate begets hate. Fear begets fear. So I gotta blow from here to next year, cause we're here today, but we're falling tomorrow. I buried my grandma, now she's balling, inshallah. Chips up, my odds was amazing. Only thing I ever lost was my patience. Only thing worse than a heart full of hatred is a good heart that gave in. So I breathe CPR on the mic, slit my throat when I spit, give the game my life. True love bleeds, so I bleed true love. The voice of the voiceless speaks through us. Kevin closed his eyes cause he's seen too much. My chest aches, but wallahi I ain't been through much. Migraines, militant mind state, eyes blurry, looking at the world from behind flames. They say revolution is a mind state. So I will live for this, and I will die on this, and I ain't turning back. My mind's made.